What's going on? What up? It's your boy, obviously, Inside 11. We're in fucking beautiful nature out here, getting some fresh air. Man, it should feel good, bro. Because, when you stay in your house, man, for a long time, and you're not stepping outside, you're not intaking this natural flow of energy, bro. You're taking in this artificial matrix constructed energy, this fucking electrosmog and shit. It's gonna kind of fuck with your DNA a little bit. It's gonna fuck with your DNA's ability to modulate, open and close certain nodes and pores and shit like that. And you might have information traveling in the wrong areas where it really shouldn't be. That's how you get motherfuckers having cancer and things like that. Because the information doesn't know what the fuck is going on no more. You got like some fucked up modulation going on. So nothing is modulating on the right frequency or operating on the right energy level, and your cells are unable to share its electricity, its life force with other cells. So other cells are starting to rebel, things like that. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. It's similar to that, but it's not what we're talking about exactly. We're here to talk about how your mind is a fucking movie. That's right, your mind is a movie and it's playing out right now. Same way that you watch a movie and you click play, your movie was on play way before, you dropped in this dimension. Because whatever you're doing now as a spirit inside of a body with your consciousness is exactly what you've always been doing. So we're going through these experiences, whether positive or negative, to show us if we're on the right track to manifesting what we want and need in life, or we're on the wrong track or to manifest our demise and our shadow priest to make us look back. So we all live life simultaneously and shit like that. You can look at your past right now. You can see your past mistakes, the past circumstances that you participated in that ended up as a negative, that didn't add more. Instead, it depleted your energy. It created more negative space rather than positive space. Not that any of these things are good or bad, but right now, as you're living, you have the ability to move forward, and you have the ability to move backwards, and you have the ability to stay in neutral, just like your car's transmission in a car. So you're actually doing this with your mind. So your movie's always on play, right? But you can always look in the past and excavate resources and experiences and look at damn well, why was I going through that experience? What forms of energy signature was I playing out to even put myself in that situation, right? So for me, for example, I can be an extremely intense, passionate person about who the fuck I am and what I'm doing. That can manifest into people seeing my passion as a good thing, or that can manifest as people seeing my passion as a bad thing that can hurt. So I put myself in situations where I'm very passionate, but that passion can manifest into people trying to create harm because I'm projecting harm, but I'm doing this unconsciously. That's why you gotta go back in your movie, like your movie clips. You gotta cut out, you gotta edit, you gotta look at the edits of your movie, your past script, and you gotta cut these out and start to analyze this information of your past. Because if you don't understand your past and why you went through those circumstances and situations, you're bound to repeat those same patterns in the futures. It's just gonna look like different places, persons, or things. This is why, let's say, for example, when you're dealing with a narcissist in your life, they're not gonna necessarily change what they're doing in terms of using people and seeing people as objects to use type of shit. They're just gonna change their approach to how it's done. Now, this is exactly what the dominant culture is doing. The Masons, the Jews, the Jesuits, the people that are employing these practices of being in the dark. They don't want to be seen, but they create some kind of objective form of reality through their puppets or through their media, through aka their magic wand system, to project their forms of consciousness that they want you to play out, or just based on your reactions and actions towards those things, they decide how to move next. So these guys are extreme narcissists, and I'm not telling you not to be a narcissist. It's actually not even a bad thing to be a narcissist. You should be you should really, really want what you want. You should really, really want what you desire, but make sure that what you want and what you desire does not include you hurting, harming, and defrauding someone else. This is where they're fucking up, because everything they do hurts, harms, and fraud motherfuckers. How they employ their mortgage systems. Everything that they've done with the Federal Reserve and all these systems hurts, harms, and defraud people. They might think in their mind, oh yeah, we're doing a great thing. Look at all these houses we build. Man, people don't want these motherfucking houses, yo. I mean, some people do, but a lot of people don't. Some people want to just go live in nature, buy a land, and those options are available. But, the way they do it is kind of fucked up. They're very fucked up. They're actually like very ugly mental forms. So they can't come and present themselves because Really, they just like zombie necromancers pretty much. And what I mean by that is they literally use other people's spiritual abilities to employ and deploy their purpose while they sit back somewhere enjoying some baby's flesh and blood at some on some dinner table and some shit like that. I'm not telling them not to. I'm not telling them that's right. I'm not telling them that's wrong. But what I'm saying to you is, by saying all that, on the highest level, you have scammers and dickheads that scam all societies, extreme narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, whatever. But they're still on a path, and that path is manifesting for them with their reality. Down on the biggest level, 13 families, Federal Reserve, the highest level. And on the lowest scale, on the lowest level, you have your idiot friends that are trying to use you to manifest something that they don't have the energy themselves to create. So they want to use your spiritual abilities to, you know, create and expand their purpose and whatever they want to see in reality. But they don't know how to put in the energy work themselves to, you know, bring about that reality. So you got to be able to tell them, because if you are a moral man, you will not win shit. You will not get in shit. In fact, you're probably a moral person sitting back right now thinking, oh man, I went to church 20,000 times. I went to school, got a degree. I got in student debt, 100K, 200K. Man, I'm so broke as dirt. I didn't even get a job in the industry. Well, they just gave you a path to walk on. And they just created projections for the news, the fucking networks and shit like that. They're like, hey, look, you do this, you might get this. And obviously their goal is to keep recycling your life force within their system and things like that. This is why it's really important for you to create a mind that is separate from their system, but you can still use their system like a bitch, because that's all there is. That's all there is. You use their system like a bitch instead of them sucking your resources like a parasite, which they've been doing for thousands and thousands of years. You're up against fucking necromancers that have been employing fucking skills and talents that the average person does not have the ability to perceive. But you do have the ability to perceive, because the same thing that happens on the lowest level is the same thing that happens on the highest level. But you have to be able to perceive it. And the better you can transmute that energy and share that energy and things like that, you might start to think that, you know, you're a good person and, you know, you're doing this for God and blah, blah, blah. But again, that's why I'm telling you, it's not about fucking morality. You better have a fucking cause for what the fuck you're trying to do. Because me and you might do the same crime, but I might get less jail time just based on how I done the crime. That's how do you think this mafioso, this mafia shit work? Yeah, they in it on the government. They in it with the government because the government is doing the same shit. But they want to see you do exactly what they do. They want to see you cut all ties to this world. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm bringing the two fucking together. So eventually, these motherfuckers, I mean, they fucked up in the head, man. I'm not mad at the Mason's Jews YouTube. I ain't mad at y'all, bro. Keep doing you. I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna do it to the best of my capability. So the point is, again, your mind is already playing this movie. These necromancers, these Masons, these Jesuits, whenever they reincarnate in a body, their mind is repeating this cycle, this loop. Like it's just this. They receive a particular set of thoughts and feelings throughout the year, which the year is a pattern. Every day you deal with a day moon, which is basically an entity, like a deity in the air, because you're not the center of the universe. You are the center of the universe of your internal universe. So that your cells, they look at you like you're their god, and whatever thoughts and feelings you create, they're just gonna replicate and duplicate that type of energy inside of you. And so, you know, basically they're just trying to be God to the best level, highest level that they can be, type of shit. So again, it's not about good or bad. You don't want to get lost in that good or bad. Oh yeah, I'm a good person, brother, praise Jesus. Oh no, I'm an evil person, I'm a narcissist, and I know it, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm a good person. No, you know who you are. Know what the fuck you are. The thoughts and feelings that you receive is not by no fucking coincidence. The actions that you take every single day is not by no coincidence. The reactions you take every day is not by no coincidence. Like I was saying previously, when these people get reincarnated into reality, there's particular things that they're able to perceive that the average person is not able to perceive, just based on how much experiences that the spirit, the spirit in a body, in a soul that's operating a body, has went through in a previous lifetime. So they literally have this geometrical view, and you already have this geometrical view, but you might have a fucked up geometrical view that generate demise, worry, doubt, fear, guilt, shame, toxic shame, You don't want to show yourself. You just want to stay in someone else's mental form. You want to be seen as a Christian, Muslim. Nah, God don't give a fuck about none of that. God never gave a fuck about none of that. You gotta create your own title, and you better be very passionate about that shit. Right now, I'm Insight 11. That's my title, and I'm very passionate about that shit. My ability, the Armiger. I'm very passionate about how I use my ability, the Armiger, which is just based on the 12 houses. So I just created my own mental forms based on observing what these motherfuckers is already observing. So you create your own fucking mental forms with observing what everybody's already observing. But the more optimal results, the more you can kind of like be in this cycle of generating, operating, and directing, which directing just means kind of like depleting something. Like you might have a demon, a thought for something inside of you that always gets you in the mind. Let's say me, for it's like I'll hang myself on the cross for a second. Let's say me, I'm extremely passionate about some shit. Sometimes that passion don't need to be presented at every case, person, place, or thing. However, I can take that passion and dilute it a little bit and put it into my purpose and water it down so that it don't seem like I'm trying to destroy, hurt, or fraud somebody. Because that's not what I'm trying to do. That's just the energy form that play inside of me. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You're already playing out of consciousness in your fucking mind. Throughout the fucking year, your life is a damn pattern. You just do it differently every year. And based on the experiences you gain, positive reactions, negative reactions, you gotta start to look at your life and be like, okay, damn, I need to take this energy and I need to put this energy in this area because that's how it's gonna manifest into the fullest of its capability. So you want to, so you know, because the Bible, they already tell you these fucking Masons, these Jews that wrote the Bible based on their experiences, because we're all experiencing the same thing. This is why the Bible, they created a universal communication tool to not only guide their spiritual group, because when they see this Bible, they don't see what you see. You see, I gotta worship Jesus, I gotta pray to God. They see Jesus is an internal light. They might call it their solar plexus. They might call Jesus the sun. They might call Jesus their mental body, which is taking the shape and the form of the sun outside of you, so you don't see the light or the night of day unless that mental form is with you. Otherwise, you might get scared and worried. So that's what I'm saying. When I read the Bible, I don't see what you see. Some people, when they read the Bible, they see, I gotta go to church for 2,000 years. I gotta pray this deity away. Man, that entity is a part of fucking you because you asked it to be a fucking part of you. So whatever mental forms you're playing in now, you've always been doing that. Ain't shit fucking changed. All God wants you to do is, God don't want you to change that or anything. God wants you to take that energy that you created yourself, because you're an irresponsible creator that's learning how to be a responsible creator. Universe is literally all planetary energies, good and evil. It don't give a fuck about none of that. You humans give a fuck about that. I don't. Mars, aggression, transformation. Venus, love, value, appreciation. Sun, solar plexus, personal identity, you know what I'm saying, how you see yourself. Your sun sign is what protects your moon sign. Your moon is how you feel about it's your internal womb. It's essentially your yin. It's the first layer of your yin realm, how you feel and things about yourself internally. That's something that you might not want people to see how you feel, so you got to use your sun sign to act something out, to create some kind of shield, to create some kind of image outside of you and things like that. So these things you've always been doing. So man, that's why Galileo, the solar system, blah blah blah, they're just Kabbalah tree, Egyptian tree of life. Well, we can go Sumerian, Mesopotamia, Nebuchadnezzar, Muhammad and Habibti back in the club adventures in the desert. Well, all that, man, it's the same fucking shit. Someone just created a title based on understanding planetary energies, based on, if you understand your own virtual principle, even better, because now you can take that and create a more objective, better constructed. You can learn what are the right things for you to value and appreciate, so you can be seen externally as a man who is to be respected, who manifests wealth, prosperity, health, wisdom, and a great relationship with yourself, rather than you getting lost in this Masonic magic wand system, this up and down, left and right, skinny, fat, happy, sad. I use all those energies like a fucking bitch. Ain't no energy going to tell me what to do with my time. I'm going to tell that what to do, because it's not what you do, it's how you fucking do it. You see what I'm saying? So it's not the fact that they're creating genetically modified food that makes them bad people. No, it's not what they do, it's how they do it. Is it hurting, harming, defiling people? Okay, they fucked up. Now you're fucking with the wrong spirits. These spirits out here, they might be obedient and, you know, not show you guys they forms of fighting, because, you know, you can piss someone off, but they might not show that yet. That's how a narcissist moving away. They might know they're pissing you off, but based on you not giving them a reaction, you're gonna give them more space to impede on your fucking identity and shit like that. So now you letting a narcissist take over your space, your mental floor, and because you're not showing no actions. So when they take away your rights and you're not showing them no actions, that you're way smarter than fucking enough to do, of course they're gonna keep fucking doing it, man. Of course they're gonna keep doing it. What do you think is gonna happen? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, oh, it's just an experiment. We just wanted to see, because we want to improve humanity, brother. Praise Jesus, Allah, and Muhammad, and Buddha, and Krishna. So that's what I'm telling you. The same thing that happens at the highest level is the same shit that happens at the top level. This is why being a shaman is kind of important too. If you're Indian, you was kind of naturally everybody's shaman, but more, I see more Indians, more so, more like Chinese, Asian niggas. They know how to do it more like naturally, like island niggas and shit like that. I don't know, but everybody is a shaman in their own way. But I see it manifesting more certain groups of people way faster than other groups of people. But it's just your ability to observe the natural flow of life and how it's constructed and deconstructed to recreate life, because life and death is a simultaneous experience that support each other. Each expression is a supporting expression of each other. So your internal life and your external life are both impressions, are both expressions, impressions and expression that create explosion and implosion technologies, so you can create a life. Because you wouldn't be able to create this body unless you understand how to create a fucking sine wave. Unless, if you have no biosignature, if you're a spirit, don't fucking move. If you can't create a sigil is just a biosignature. How hard are you vibrating? What's your particular energy? You know what I'm saying? If you can't create that, there's no way you would be walking in this life. There's no way. Even a flower has a fucking biosignature, dog. So butterflies got it, trees got it, your mama got it, your daddy got it. In fact, your pussy got it, your dick got it. Every part of you got a biosignature, and you can independently go in with a machine and scan those biosignatures, and we can find out which organ is suffering, which organ is facing problems, which organ is healthy, and we can start to decipher those things. You know, because there's so many ways to do this. Like, you could do it with your palm if you understand what. You could do with you can look at someone's palm and you can tell someone's health. You can look at someone's facial features and you can look at someone's health, wealth, wisdom, and great relationship with themselves. This whole body is the universe. It's a monad. It's the same shit. So if you understand life just by the smallest aspect of life, the fact that that small aspect is connected to all of life, you can understand all things in life, bro. All things in life. So life is fucking easy for me. Yeah, life is easy for me. Shit come easy, like snap of a finger. Because God didn't tell you to fucking stress. God didn't tell you to be motherfucking worried. God didn't tell you to be, you know, what's it called? Things is effortless. You breathe effortlessly right now. You're not stressing. You're like, oh brother, you know, I'm worried about that next breath. How am I gonna get it? I don't know, bro. Now they trying to make it hard for you to breathe via what they're doing. Because again, what are they doing? They're giving you a fucking problem and they're giving you the fucking solution. So watch what they're about to do now. They're gonna fuck up the air and they're gonna tell you, oh yeah, you know, you gotta go to McDonald's now and you gotta buy this healthy air pack because, you know, the air is way healthier than, you know, the air you're breathing right now, brother. Praise the Masons. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, praise their mind. Praise us. Oh yeah, we give you the solution. Yeah, praise us. Praise us. Praise Yahweh. Praise Yahshua Machashaya. Yeah, I'm telling you, they ain't shit. They ain't fucking shit. But if you're gonna let them feel like they are the fucking shit, man, I mean, they probably shocked too. They're probably like, damn, y'all letting us do this to you? God fucking damn. But again, they have so much experience that they have damn near perfected the necromancy. They've damn near perfected the sorcery. They've damn near perfected the wizardly. So it's kind of tough for the average person to see how they're coming, because they're coming from all angles. They're coming simultaneously. They know how to come like God, but really they're kind of creating a body that's a sinking ship. Their body is not ascending in mass. But let's see what they do. They might even, I don't know what they gotta do. Shit, I can't read their mind. But shit, I'm watching them though. I'm watching you, boy. But yeah, remember, your spirit is strong. Stop fucking telling yourself you're weak. Your spirit ain't weak. Your spirit already know everything. The fact that you're casting a spell on your spirit and you're telling your spirit you don't know something, blasphemy. Blasphemy. Blasphemy to yourself. You should be ashamed. Fuck shame. But you should be mad at yourself that you're telling yourself that you're using that grammar to tell yourself that you don't know something. You fucking know everything. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to God. God knows you know everything. I know you know everything because I fucking know everything. And if I know everything, you know everything too. Praise Source, man. Real fucking shit.